complex scenario basically, and we are going to utilize map and vectors again over here. Okay, so let's understand what is the scenario. So we have you forget about this basically this number. I'm just omitting from here. Okay, so we have a record type which indicates if it's an account or a transaction. Okay, whether the information followed by this is an account related information or a transaction related information. To indicate that, there is in one record type column, and then the second field is account name like Neil, and with and the account number. So this information is account related information, and followed by now first record up till the next ACCT record comes, and up till there are transaction information for this particular account number and account name. Okay, this similarly for Craig there are three more transactions followed by this account related transaction. Okay, so we can read this data into using this metadata. Okay, and the expectation of output is like let me check. So this is the expected output. Let's see how both looks like. So see, I mean, so we have to have account name and total transaction amount which has done by all these transactions, right? And the account number 1234. So while looking at this, it looks a kind of complex, right? So there the layout and so what we need to do is we just need to get rid of all these things. We just need to pick this one and all these amounts for the transaction, right? And we need to report it, right? For this transaction account number, for this main, what is the total amount. So if okay, so let's see how we are going to do it. So to see, first of all, we need to see the high level layout. Okay, let's go here. So what I need to do is I think this is wrong. I would prefer 44, right? Yeah. So this is my particular I don't have to, I will use the an input data and reformat, and within the reformat I am going to manipulate everything, and after manipulation I will get rid of all these records which are not required. Using the dedupe sorted, I will keep the last. Okay, so how we are going to do it, like, let's see. So first of all, I have defined my input as this one, and then within the reformat, let's see what could be the output format basically. So output, let's try to solve it using map and vectors. Okay, so what I need to see is over here is, let's see this output data set. So within the map we have a key and value. So key seems to be a, let's say, account name being the key, and value would be like transaction amount and the account number. Okay, let's see via this, right? So, and similarly for crack, so this is a different key and this is the corresponding values part. These two columns are the values part and one column is key part. If you look at this output data in that way, so we can easily manipulate and do. So because map is key based processing, right? So key data store actually. So therefore we need to think of in those lines, like how map works, and do we have everything required to manipulate the and assign to the map, right? So let's see. Um, First of all, let's see how we are going to do the output. So as we know that length prefixed vector and the map, they are interchangeable. So let me define the vector of the reformat output word. Okay, output record format, and it will be in the output port of the reformat component. So I have defined my key, and in value part, okay, I will be having two fields, value 1 and value 2. Value 1 being the account number, and value 2 being the total transaction amount. So that's when my target is, and I would be defining as a vector here, okay, all those things, and the key would be like Craig, and I mean the account name. Okay, so after processing, my record should be looking like this: key, value, value 1, value 2, nil, number of account number, and the total transaction amount. Similarly for Craig. So these kind of things uh, I need to see, okay, after the after the processing. So let's see how we are going to do it. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to define one type, which is vector type, and for that value 1 and value 2, value 1 and value 2, okay, and then we need to define the map. So my map key would be string, like right, Neil or Craig. So those record type, right, record type here would become the key, not record type. Account name become the key, and value 1 value 2 will become, right, account number and the amounts. So I would be processing, and I have taken this sorry, value is the vector type basically. So if you see this record type, or you could say the vector, record type is the value. So for a particular key, there will be two values, value 1 and value 2. So therefore, my value, this one, my maps key is string and value type is the record. So similarly, str key, str value 1, str value 2, these kind of global variable I have taken. And then if we want to process in the reformat, record wise processing will be done in the reformat. So for all those records, now I need to create the keys and values for my map to populate. Okay, so what is the key? Key is the account name part whenever record type is account ACCT, otherwise take the same key. Okay, so whenever we process this record, so nil is whenever record type is account, right? If it is not, then the same. Okay, and when the next set of record comes, then key changes. So that's what we want, right? So this is the expression I have chosen to assign into the string key. Okay, only whenever the record type is account ACCT, only then my key would be changing, otherwise my key remains as it is for the map. And what about str value 1? Similarly, if it is in a account type, then only my account number is getting assigned, otherwise same value would remain. See here, this value part will become, account number value part is going to be remain as it is. Okay, whenever, so the next account number comes, then only it should change, otherwise it should remain as it is. Okay, so therefore this assignment is also completed, value 1 part. And value 2 part is whenever the transaction record type is transaction only, then only, I mean, the earlier amount and the current amount needs to be added. Okay, if there is an ACCT, then should become 0. So only and only if this record type is a ACCT, then the value part is, value 2 is 0, otherwise it should keep on adding all these values. Okay, until and unless we go to the next, this one, set of records. So this assignments happens, and then I'm changing, I'm creating an intermediate vector, because I have created a vector. Okay, my vec type vector. So I have populated these value 1 and value value 1 and value 2. I have created the vector, and then my map. So because I am going to assign value to my map, So str key is going to be for first record, this is nil, and vector value is going to be assigned. Okay, so for the first record, okay, my map str key is going to be n nil, and value 1 and value 2 is going to be because this is not there, else str value 1 is nil and value 2 is going to be 0, right? So this is going to be 0 and 0, okay, and my map nil is going to be, so this assignment will become 0, right, because all those values are 0. So next time, because this is not going to satisfy, so my str key is going to be nil only, and because this is not going to satisfy, and str value 2 is also going to be this value, this one, right, and str value 2 is going to be starting now. So earlier value is 0, right? So 0 plus this amount 1000. Okay, so my assignment of nil will become the 1000 now, right? 1000 and this value, 1 2 3 4 and 1000. Okay, for the last time, because it's keep on changing, because key is same, so it's going to be overwritten basically. So for the last thing is like 3 4000. So when this record comes, right, the fourth record comes, then what is going to happen is like, so when fourth record comes, what is going to happen is like my map, the nil is going to become the all these amounts, right? 4000, 3000 and 1000, 7 800,000, 8000 will become. So then after whenever fifth record is getting processed, the key is going to be changed. So similarly for the Craig also, finally whenever the this record is getting processed, right? So the map will have two records, one for Neil and one for Craig. So Craig will have 20,000, 24,000, and Neil will have 8,000. So though it will have an output. So these are the 8 records, right? So after processing of the first record, right, there will be output for sure, right, because we are assigning my map to the my vector, right, out my vector. So there will be 8 record in output, but finally 8th record will have everything for all those values. So 8th record will look like this, Neil. There will be a two key part, okay, 0 and 1. There will be a two key, and value is going to be 1 2 3 4 8000 after deduping. Okay, so the 8th record will look like this. So why I am doing dedupe is like I need to remove all those records and I want to keep the last record, because my all the values will be there in the last record. This is the kind of beauty of the map keyed status store, because we can change the value at that point for the particular key. So whenever we think that a particular scenario can be customized or can be think of with the respect of key and value pair, we can think of using map and vector, and because they are interchangeably, we can interchange length prefixed vector to map and map to length prefixed vector. So it is very simple. So we did not have to use the roll up. We could do using the roll up also, expense, roll up, expense, all these things we can do, we can manipulate there. But if the number of records are very huge, so there are chances of spilling to disk and all those things, right? Max core memory and all those things are there. Instead of doing that, we can utilize uh, map, right? Okay, and map is good, like as soon as you do the processing part, and whenever you stop the processing, so the memory allocated by map will go away, right? It will free the memory, and your data is coming to the flow basically, and then you can dedupe. Dedupe is also very kind of, it's not expensive component, so you can just get rid of all the records, 7 record, and you can keep the last, and then there will be a desired output. So that's how we do it. So I was talking about, right, we can use this using the rollup also, scan, rollup, all those things component we can use. So they are memory expensive component basically, but map is until and unless our data structure is less than 2 GB, you can utilize map. Okay, because uh, for a compound, any data type will have a capacity of 2 gigabytes. So until unless we are within that, we can use that. Within 2 GB, we can utilize this map compound type. Okay, thank you so much.